Oh yeah, there we go. All right, Iron Lung, Iron Lung movie,
Iron Lung, the movie.
Iron Lung the movie by Markiplier,
Mm-hmm.
directed, written, also,
Yes, written.
and edited. This is a real Markiplier experience.
Mm-hmm. I
Does
fully agree.
does the movie make more sense on the second watch?
Yes, definitely. The first watch, it was definitely trying to piece everything together because it is the kind of movie where you have to just take it in, figure out, alright, what's happening here? Why is he in this submarine in an ocean of blood? What's the objective? What's the goal? What's he doing with his maps? What's he planning? Then, watching it a second time, couple days later, I was able to actually see everything come together and be like, okay, I understand the motives, how he got here, why Eden, this entire organization, is doing what they're doing in order to save humanity. And I was actually able to pick up more on the themes of like being delirious on this ship and kind of religious because it felt like there was like a crucifixion at the end of blood, you know?
There's a lot of blood, blood
Mhm.
in this movie. I guess generically,
Mhm.
not in non-spoilery, I really liked this. I really enjoyed this.
Mhm.
It's tough. I mean, like, we saw this movie because of Markiplier. Or at least I saw this movie. This movie existed in my brain. It's like, oh, Markiplier,
Yes,
I
yeah.
know who that is.
It's like, oh, big YouTube man
Yeah.
makes a movie, and I think it's the first big YouTube man to make a movie.
I will counter this. I was doing some homework today.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember Fred?
Oh, Fred the movie!
Fred
on
had a movie.
Nickelodeon, yes.
It did have a theatrical release. I was looking at that earlier.
That's true.
The difference, I think, between Fred the movie and Markiplier's Iron Lung is that I have not seen Fred in a long time, but I did watch the Fred movie today. The Fred movie felt like, oh, this is an episode of Fred that
Yes.
is longer.
Yep.
It has John Cena.
Yeah.
It has his mom, who I remember from something else, and now I don't remember what I remember her
It's
from.
Kevin.
Is Kevin. I don't remember Fred, like, at all outside of just
That's
existing
true,
and
yeah.
being loud. It has Jeanette McCurdy, who I don't know if that was a typical cast member on Fred, but that is...
No, that was, yeah, she played the love interest in the Fred movie, right?
I think she's like the next door neighbor. I
Yeah,
didn't finish
yeah.
it. I ran out of lunch.
I think I watched it when I was a kid. I think there's 3 Fred movies, actually.
That is true.
Yes.
There's Fred.
Fred 2.
There's Fred 2 colon subtitle, and then there's Fred 3
3.
Camp. Something
I
Camp.
think, yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
Fred Camp.
Camp Fred.
Camp Fred, maybe. But unlike the Fred movie, where it's, alright, here's Fred with a bigger budget, but it's pretty much just like a YouTube episode of Fred. I haven't watched Markiplier in a while. This was not just an episode. This isn't a Let's Play. This is a totally different thing.
This was not his typical YouTube stuff. This
Yeah.
was just actual movie
Mm-hmm.
with him in it. Not like Fred, where it is a Fred episode with a higher budget than John Cena.
Yeah. I think maybe I watched some. There was, I think as I was getting out of Markiplier, he was getting into you were talking about this, his like, sort of like choose your own adventure
choose
movies.
your own adventures, yes.
Was there a Markiplier murder mystery?
Yes,
Okay.
A Date with Markiplier, I believe, is the first one. Then they progressively got bigger and more theatric. The last one of those was In Space with Markiplier. I think that was 2022.
Okay.
Had like 100-something endings. So it only made sense for him to actually make a movie, you know?
Yeah, how similar does You're on a Date with Markiplier, Murder Mystery Markiplier, In Space with Markiplier, how similar did that feel to Markiplier's Iron Lung?
Definitely, I wouldn't say they were similar much, because the movie actually felt cinematic, while the Choose Your Own Adventures was like, more so, it's more comedic in nature. And it doesn't really use a cinematic camera, you know, where it's kind of like, all right, we're gonna film this guy, we're gonna follow him around. Meanwhile, Iron Lung is definitely more artistic, more creative in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I remember of Markiplier's murder mystery, there's not nearly as much camera movement.
Yeah.
Oh, the camera's up here looking through wires. Oh, the camera's falling over. Oh, Markiplier's being thrown back and forth around this sub.
It's not really like that in the Choose Your Own Adventure videos. Those so there's quite a big parallel, but the similarities is that both take on very creative tasks and executes them pretty dang good.
The downside of it was, at least for the beginning with me, was I think I knew Markiplier was going to be the main guy, but for the first, I'm not sure how long this was. I didn't have like a watch. I don't know those stats.
It's 2 hours.
It kind of felt like, or I guess we could check what time it is. What time is it now? I think we started at like 9. We started about 7:20. It's about 9:51.
About
so
2
maybe,
hours.
Yeah. For a long time, I could not see someone that was not Markiplier, Wharfstache. I've seen this guy in the top left of the screen for FNAF. For FNAF 2, he's the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, he's Getting Over It. Oh, he's Happy Wheels and all the other wonderful Markiplier adventures. Did you also have that same issue the first time, the second time?
Entirely, yes. I don't see him as, oh, look at this movie guy. I see Markiplier playing a character. He did do a show on Amazon called The Edge of Sleep, and exact same thing, because he's only associated for like his YouTube stuff. So of course, that's all I'm going to see him as, you know? And I think that's similar for some other actors, I would presume, where they have one giant major role and they're like, oh my god, it's you. Character that you played in the movie.
Yeah.
But I've only ever seen like 4 movies, so I couldn't tell you anything.
Well, I've been there for half of them, I guess. I've seen 2 movies with you now.
I've watched Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Sonic 3.
Okay.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Minecraft, and Iron Lung 2.
Okay.
That's
so 40%.
Yes.
Go me.
Yes. Thank you for being there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining me. It was a good movie.
Yes,
I quite enjoyed this.
Good fun movie.
I'm usually not a very big horror guy, but unlike the trailers that we saw before this, where everything just seemed to be constantly loud and screaming and, oh, it's a jump scare, oh, I'm gonna go out and take a piss, oh no, you're not in your car. I think you were in the bathroom for this. It was like Passengers or something. Oh, there's a dead body in your window. Oh no, I gotta drive away in your car.
Yeah, I think I was taking a piss for that one.
Yeah. Or not the Catch Me If You Can one. That wasn't as bad. I'm just trying to think of some of these where it's like, it's so loud and they just feel thudding. That one, Iron Lung didn't feel like that. It felt properly atmospheric.
Yes. Yep.
It was creepy. It had its not funny moments, but your Markipliers will make jokes.
Yep.
And there were a few chuckles.
There were a couple.
Yeah.
I heard a few, like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like, I can read. I know what a skeleton is.
Do you, kind of circling back to this movie exists, well, like, you get your guy who made the Iron Lung game, and then Markiplier played the Iron Lung game, and then they kissed, and then they made this movie. Do you think this movie is better if Markiplier is not the main character, Simon?
I would say yes, because it is kind of distracting seeing him that way. Not because he was a bad actor at all. No, he did a very serviceable job. It's just the association of him being in the corner of a screen playing Five Nights at Freddy's is way too strong. It's like in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie where Matt Pat has a cameo.
Yeah.
He's not playing Ness, that is Matt Pat. In this movie is similar. That is not Simon, that's Markiplier.
Yeah.
So, it really would have benefited, in my opinion, if it was someone that most people did not know playing the main character.
I wonder if that is just an issue for our demographic.
Probably is.
Like, not my mom would not like this movie, but if my mom saw this movie, she would not go, "Oh, that's Markiplier.
Mhm.
That's the king of Five Nights at
That's
Freddy's."
true.
She would just be like, "Oh, this is a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he also wrote and directed and edited this and starred
Yeah.
in this. Wow, he's doing a whole lot in this movie."
Mhm.
So it's nice that Markiplier can kind of Robert Rodriguez like put the whole movie on his
Yes.
back
Yep.
and write, direct, edit, be basically the only person in this movie outside of voiceover Ada, Jacksepticeye,
Jacksepticeye,
and then third
Welding,
guy.
and third guy who we did not get to see,
Yeah.
and Child Markiplier.
Child Markiplier.
Looking at the tree,
And
the last tree.
voice guy,
Voice
and
guy,
other miscellaneous
yeah.
children. Yeah. Good movie. Probably better if it's not Markiplier in the movie, but we did go to see this movie because Markiplier made it,
Yes.
and he probably got the funding by saying, "I will
Yep.
write, direct, edit, and star in this
Yes.
movie." So someone said, "Hey, Markiplier, here's $9 million,"
Yep.
and he said, "All right, time to go make Iron
yeah.
Lung."
And the movie definitely would not have been as popular if he was not starring in it, because
Yeah.
people specifically came for this movie to watch him.
I guess in the future, I would love Markiplier to make Iron Lung 2,
Mhm.
or to make... What was the game with Furbies? I'm just trying to think of like Markiplier.
Furbies.
There was
Yeah.
the Markiplier did that one where it's like Furbies and they're creepy. Like if Markiplier's gonna make his FNAF movie, or his Furby movie, or his Getting Over It movie, if Markiplier is just willing to do this all behind the camera, and we can get someone else acting, not that he is a bad actor.
He is simply distracting,
Yeah.
as our generation's association with him is
Yeah.
not going to surpass. That's Markiplier.
Yeah.
Not, oh, that's a good actor on the screen. That is Markiplier.
Yes. But good movie.
Good movie.
I
yes.
enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you've gotten out your non-spoilery things?
I think so, yes. Yeah.
Can we try, because you are now an expert because you've seen this
I've
movie
seen it
twice. Can we run through the plot of this movie?
Plot of the movie, alright.
So, in the beginning, there's a silent... what is it when everyone dies and God takes you to heaven?
No, Rapture.
There's
The
a quiet rapture,
rapture.
and bad stuff happens, and then we have to do these things with oceans of blood. And then, related to that, Markiplier is on a space station. Markiplier's name is Simon, but it's Markiplier.
Yes, yep.
He is on a space station called Filament, and he does something with his brothers, and we don't see any of this
No.
except for maybe the like interstitial baby Markiplier stuff, or they're staring at a tree or something. And this is like, maybe if I played the game, I would be like, oh, okay, I can piece this all together. I haven't seen this Markiplier video. I haven't played this game. I've never been in an ocean of blood, so I am just throwing darts here. But Markiplier accidentally blows up Filament Station.
Blows it up. Probably, I think that means he, like, took down that last tree. And they called him the Butcher.
The Butcher,
the
yeah.
Butcher, so I think he might have killed people too, not just blowing people up.
Yes.
Then he becomes a criminal.
Yes, they
Yep.
put him in jail.
In jail. Then I know this is the plot of Iron Lung is, alright, we're gonna send a criminal down to a suicide mission in an ocean
Mhm.
of blood. So that is what Markiplier's character plays.
Yes.
So now we are in the submarine, presumably.
Yes.
That's what I think it is.
Movie starts, you're in this, they don't call it a submarine, they call it a hemo rover, I think.
I guess so.
They say
yeah.
it like, as he's
Yep.
flipping through the binder at the very, very beginning.
I
think
did
that's
not
what it's
catch
called.
that detail. So a blood rover.
So that all happens we're kind of told about the rapture
Yep.
in a voiceover at the beginning as the submarine is being
Yeah.
dipped in the first time. And they reference, oh, Markiplier, you're a butcher. You did this thing and blew
You're
up filament station
criminal.
and something Eden. And then the movie starts, and Markiplier's being dipped into the ocean, and he's got to go do a thing, and no one's really telling him
Yep.
what he's supposed to do. And even Markiplier's like, hey guys, it would be nice if you could tell me what I'm
am I
supposed to
doing?
do. And then he's down there, and then he's taking photos with his X-ray camera. And the beginning is kind of slow. I really wasn't locked in with the movie till a while. We'll get there when we get there. He's taking photos down there. And does he take a photo of a scary alien before they pull him up, or no?
I think he was taking a picture. Yes. It was
He finds a bone. He finds
bones. Like, hey, that looks like human bones. Hey, I think there's something moving here.
Yeah.
That doesn't see. There's something alive down here in this blood ocean. Hey, voice up on the ceiling. What's going on?
And the voice on the ceiling is like, nah, who cares?
Whatever.
His big... I loved, as, kind of awkward as it is to try to, lock into this character that's just Markiplier. The set of the submarine itself, you can tell this was made on a budget, but it was so dirty. I loved the way it looked.
Oh, yeah.
I loved how confined it felt,
Right.
because number one, that's cheaper to make, and number two, I'm uncomfortable in this ocean of blood surrounded in a tin can. That was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice being in the submarine. It is a good use of resources.
Yes.
So, Markiplier is at the bottom of the blood ocean. He's taking photos, and then he finds bones, and then they, cut in, because he's got, a picture that he looks at with his X-ray camera,
Yes.
and they cut in on that, and maybe we're supposed to see an alien. I know we're supposed to see, I think, the skeleton
Yeah.
was there, so we do see an alien then.
I think that figure looked like an alien fish thingy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, wait, there's something down here that isn't just the skeleton.
Yeah, and then Markiplier's like, all right, I'd like to come up now, please. And then I think he takes the photo, and then everything shakes around in the submarine, and Markiplier goes bouncing around. He goes,
Oh,
hell,
shit.
get me out of here. Yeah, Markiplier swears in this.
Oh yes, he does.
He says a couple fucks,
Mhm.
says a couple shits. There were some, not a lot of small children in the theater. There was at least one 10-year-old, or
Yes.
a small child.
I saw 3 children in the theater as we were walking out.
And this is, I don't know, I didn't hear them cry or
No.
anything like that.
They're probably used to seeing the games that Markiplier plays anyway.
Yeah. It's just an interesting movie to bring kids to. So Markiplier is shaking around, and he's like, get me out of here. And the voice is like, no. And then Markiplier takes more photos with his camera, and then he doesn't see the bones, and he goes, hey, the bones are gone. And then the voice is like, oh, that's
It must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. Must have been that blood ocean.
Must have been the blood
Typical
ocean.
blood ocean
You know how
stuff.
it goes.
And then I don't know why Markiplier gets pulled up,
I'm trying to remember.
but he does. Cause that
Oh, I think they were. Was it damages on the ship or something? Where they're was the ship damaged at all?
I don't
No,
think so. They talk about that as he's being pulled up,
yeah.
or when he's up at the top. I don't know.
Oh wait, I think they wanted for him to get a sample of the stuff, so they had to bring him up so they could attach
Yeah.
the lance or
So
whatever.
then they pull Markiplier up to the top, and Markiplier's. It's cool how they do it, because he is still inside the submarine, but you can see a little bit outside,
Just the circular window
out of the porthole.
into the
And
lab thingy.
again, very cheap,
Yep.
very nice, but it's also I'm still confined in this thing. Even when Markiplier's up there, he's like, hey, can you let me out now? And they're like, nuh-uh.
Nope, you've been welded shut by Jacksepticeye.
Yep.
This happened in real life too.
Would you... I don't know. I was never big into Jacksepticeye If you're Jacksepticeye, are you, like, happy that you're in this bit part in a Markiplier movie? Or are you like, when am I gonna get to make my Iron Lung? My Jacksepticeye... What did he do? He used to play, I think, Gmod? Wade, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and then some fourth guy. When is Jacksepticeye making his Gmod movie? Which Markiplier not Trouble in Terrorist Town. What's the one where you prop hunt?
The prop hunt.
Are you butthurt if you're Jacksepticeye and you're just a bit part in this movie? Because I think they're roughly the same popularity.
I know they used to be the same popularity, but Markiplier's like at least 3 times as big right now. So I don't know much about Jacksepticeye personally. I've never met him, but I feel like if I was offered a small part in a movie, I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? Even though it's like from your YouTube compatriot.
Yeah, friend/rival.
Yeah, but I know that friend rivalry thing was a big thing back in like 2015 to 2017. It's been about 10 years now, so yeah. I think it's probably in good spirits. That's my guess. So, everybody, you have to at Jacksepticeye and ask him, are you butthurt on Twitter right now? This is a command.
So, they don't let Markiplier out of his submarine.
No, they don't.
Jacksepticeye is wielding like a harpoon or something, a sample grabber thing. Markiplier's really upset. He's smashing a bunch of buttons, and then he goes and smashes the big cool button. Light button, which, again, this is just like the tactile feeling of the submarine. Everything being so dark and grim, and there's just this one green glowing button.
Right.
So you know where Markiplier is at all times, because you're either looking at the button, and then, okay, if it's behind him, that's the back.
The projection.
If it's not, yeah. And then he presses the button, and then he gives everyone cancer. And he's like,
the cancer
my bad.
I didn't know it caused cancer. Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, this is what you get for not telling Markiplier about the submarine.
That's a communication issue. I don't blame Markiplier for hitting the cancer beam. He didn't know it was a cancer beam.
He did nothing wrong, honestly. That filament station probably deserved it.
Yep, yeah, definitely deserved it.
Deserved it. So, then they're like, Markiplier, you jerk, you just gave Jacksepticeye cancer. Go back down into the ocean of blood. We're really mad at you. And he's like, oh, man.
Oh, man.
And then he does. And then I lose track of this movie for, I think, an hour.
Yes.
Because he's still down there, and now he's talking to a different person on the radio, and maybe this person is Jacksepticeye, and he blasted someone else, or this is a third person?
I think it's a third person. I think it was the third person in there that we didn't get to see. Because Jacksepticeye, because he got super cancer, they sent him to medical.
Yes.
So,
along with the lady he's talking to. And he's back down there, and the movie happens, and he's in this ocean of blood, you know, and it's not fun. It's still eerie. It's still atmospheric. And then he just finds more bones.
More bones, more stuff, and he's mapping it out. Because the objective for him was just get coordinates of the ocean, the blood ocean floor. See what you find. It's unspecified by design, because the people up there, they're like, just do this, okay? So. And he's got really nothing else to do, and he's promised freedom, in a sense, if he just starts mapping stuff out, so that's what he does.
That's a fun kind of narrative through line, is like, and again, this is probably nicer if you can watch the movie a second time.
Yes.
Like Markiplier being like, alright, voice in that radio, I'll be free. And she's like, we'll think about it, or whatever.
Who knows?
And then later in the movie, she's like, yes, you'll be free.
You will be free. Guaranteed.
Because the whole, and we'll get there when we get there, the whole Markiplier seems to be, this guy is maybe selfish, not selfless, at least. And then he's got to make this sacrifice to do a good thing.
Yeah, for the greater
good.
good.
Something Eden
Humanity,
Prime, something. propaganda or stories or whatever. There's a lot of talking in this movie. I don't really know what happened all the way, but I'm glad we have you here so we can walk through it. So Markiplier goes back down.
Yep,
with
goes
his.
back down.
It's okay. We'll just edit out that big thud.
That never happened.
That never happened. So he goes back down to the ocean of blood, and we're still talking, and we're still all good.
Yippee.
Wonderful. Yippee. Ocean of blood, and then he's like, hey, there's no bones here. And then he finds bones, and then maybe this is when no. So he uses his big harpoon sample grabber to grab the sample.
Yep, rams the bones, because that's how you get samples, according to the lady on the intercom, even though she's like, I don't know, man, it's not protocol, just hit it. And that's what Markiplier does. And he's like, okay, I hit it now. Do I come up?
Yeah. Okay, so he hits it, and then I think there's like a brief moment of respite, and then there's, I think at this point we see the alien or whatever's down there.
Yes.
There's this like squid face
Big
creature,
fish thing,
and that is mad that Markiplier hit these bones.
Yeah.
So it pulls Markiplier into a cave. Yes?
Yes, yep, that's what I'm thinking. It kind of could. Some foreign object in my blood ocean home started prodding at my stuff. I'm like, hey, knock it out.
So Markiplier is now in this cave, but he doesn't know he's in the cave. He just knows he's out of radio transmission with the people on the spaceship. And then we get a second of Markiplier, and there's also, at some point in here, Markiplier's freaked out that there's someone behind him or something, and he's like, I'm gonna hit you with this fire extinguisher, and there's no one there.
Nothing.
But ooh, I think that's a game thing. I think maybe did I talk to you about this, or maybe it was
No,
someone
I don't
else?
think it was me about the game thing. No.
I think there's some sort of creature that is inside your submarine.
I did not know that.
I think. Maybe I'm lying. Anywho, so Markiplier's out of contact with the surface, and he's upset, and he's gonna go hit this thing, and then there's nothing there, but he sees a panel, and in this panel, he opens it up, and there's like a little necklace or something?
Yes, a little like pendant of sorts.
What is in that pendant? Is it a plant? Is it a praying mantis?
I believe it looked like a seed, I think, either symbolically to represent like we can grow the trees again or something, because the entire goal is to survive and bring back humanity.
Yeah.
And I think because it had like a bird on it and stuff.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
And I assume it is a seed or an image of sorts that
something planty.
Yeah.
Something denoting life.
Probably related to like Eden, and its mission to bring back life. The whole point of, yes, this is bigger than us, rebuilding humanity. And I think he uses that as motivation as he puts it around his wrist.
Ties it around. So now he's happier, or at least more content with being in this mystery cave, and he reads a note, and the note is like, cross these two wires together, and then he does, and then he gets a computer working. And I like the computer.
Yes.
We gotta bring back the big, like, mouse ball wheels.
Yes.
I miss those.
Those are the best.
I don't want like this, I want the...
One thing I really liked about the scene is him hitting the picture button as a light source every time the thing pops on the projector. It's like, that's great. I love that.
Yeah, because he's got to like fuse these wires together, and it's so dark, and this is like the tactile submarine. This is like pretty much the one light source he has outside of the various like gauges and kind of green lights from like the depth and his coordinates. Very cool. The lighting in this is very, very atmospheric. I think this movie is worth seeing in theaters just so you can be in a totally dark room and not have control over the remote. And and like sometimes it's a little dark and it might be nice to be able to control that contrast just so you can kind of tell what's going on, but in the end, I mean, you're probably only ever really looking at Markiplier blood or metal and or a green light source. So he gets the computer working, then I don't know what he does. Oh, okay. We're in this cave for a while. But Markiplier is just kind of trying to fix this ship. I don't know how he knows this. Maybe it's just he's crawling around to find something. There's like a spark on the floor, which means there's like a place he can go underneath him. So he does. Well, first he like opens up a lunchbox and he drinks some water and he... Can you drink grain alcohol? Wouldn't that kill you? Wasn't that like bad for you?
You know, if he's able to do it, I'm sure you can.
Okay.
But I'm not an alcohol expert. I'm quite allergic to it.
Okay. So he's going through his stuff. He's kind of like, I guess I'm trapped in this cave. I gotta drink this grain alcohol and play with this medical tape. And now he's like, oh, there's a basement to this submarine. I'm gonna tape the button that makes light so I can go down and restart the ship. And then he does, and then he climbs back up, and the tape has fallen off, and in the moment I'm like, ooh, that's that creepy little thing that we thought was there. I don't think that's what it was. I think it just falls off.
Falls off because I would assume condensation and weak tape just falls off.
Yeah. And then the computer starts working, and it's like, hey, you need a password to do this plot point. And he's like, I don't know what the password is. And then he feels better, and the ship is working again, more or less. And then he starts driving around in the submarine. And then there's maybe a dream sequence, maybe it's real, but he makes contact with another ship. And the password's like, you can't do this plot point until later in the movie, and Markiplier goes, okay. And he tries to find his way out, and all the while he thinks he's going insane. And then eventually he does get out, and I think he's talking with someone, but the radio's not working because he hit it. Oh, yeah, because it's yelling like, hull breach, fire, fire, fire. So he whacks it with a binder, and then it's not working. And then we think it's broken. We think Markiplier's just going insane. This middle chunk of the movie is atmospheric. It's very messy.
Yes, definitely very atmospheric, very vibes. It does capture that you're underwater, you're delirious.
You're in an ocean of blood.
Yep, so it's like, it makes sense that you have no idea what's going on, but you could piece it together, kind of. But I think it was like a dream sequence, but state of delirium, you know?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know what time it is. He doesn't know what day it is. He's stuck there. And he's just talking to a voice.
And then he kind of locks in and makes his way out of the cave. And then he gets back in radio contact with the boat, or the ship, above.
The hangar above.
Yeah. I think, okay, I like clicked for the movie when he is doing this first like ramming sequence into the bones, and there's like wah, 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 and all the lights are flashing, and he's freaking out, and like he's being shaken around. I'm like, okay, now I feel like I'm in this horror movie. I know what we're doing. I can kind of look past the fact that it's Markiplier, like it's Markiplier, and they address him as Simon, the character that he is, like 80% in this movie, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. He's just a convict. He's just Markiplier. And then he makes it to the surface, and he's like, hey, you guys will let me out right now? Or you'll let me out now, right? And they say, no, we won't. And he's mad at them, and he's also like, you're not even real. How many people did I zap with cancer? Who are you? What's your name? Do you know my name? No, we don't know your name.
No, we don't know
my
you,
bad, Markiplier.
Cancer.
Oh, my name's Ava, by the way. Okay, my name's Simon.
I'm Simon.
My name's Markiplier. Hello, everybody. My name's Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. I just zapped 3 people with cancer.
Hello, everybody. My name's Markiplier, and I just gave you tumors.
Oh, Chica. I know you're a cancer-sniffing dog. How much cancer do you smell? All of it? Oh, no wonder they put me down here.
Yeah. So, okay, and they're like, Markiplier, we're not going to take you back up to the surface, and he's yelling at them.
Understandably.
And then, okay, this is where I was confused. So, he has this, like, psychic, possibly delirious link where he thinks he's talking to someone over the radio, and then the movie's like, nah, that didn't really happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets back in contact with the surface, and he says, hey, I found this ship, the SM-8, or the SH-8.
Yeah. SM-8. Yep, SM-8, yes.
Did we see that?
Yes, we did see the SM-8. It was when he was hitting the X-ray button a couple times. He was like looking at the projector and was like, SM-8. Oh, okay. And then shortly afterwards, when he got into contact again with Ava and the crew up there, he's like, I found something called SM-8 and my computer started acting funny. And Ava was like, what? How did you find the SM-8? We've been looking for that for ages. There's no way your computer could do anything. And Markiplier's like, oh, well, they did. Yes, it did. Then Ava's like, well, now you have to go back to it, and because the SM-8 apparently has all the information needed to save humanity.
Yes. Okay. I guess I just missed that. So, Markiplier is like, alright, then you'll let me out, right? If I do this, like, third thing, surely you will let me be free then. And she goes, yes.
Okay, yes, for
I'll
real this
get you
time.
out myself. And then Markiplier goes back into the cave, and he downloads the thing, and he gets the black box, and then he goes to leave. And then he hears a clip, like, of someone screaming on this ship, presumably.
Oh yes, that clip. Talking.
It's like an audio log.
Yeah,
it's like
audio logs like, we're gonna die here, or something like that.
we're gonna die here, but this is the thing we need.
Yeah.
Yes. And he has like a psychic conversation with the person and or the monster. And then he leaves again. And then more stuff happens.
There was this big scene of like, I think a part of the delirious state somewhere in there where like entire, you know how like the ship like super slow motion cut in half. Blood,
yeah, he like runs into this oblivion gate
Yeah.
or something, and he's I guess talking with the monster.
Yeah.
And the monster's like, look at me, oh, you'll never be free. Wah.
You're in a blood ocean.
You're in an ocean of blood. And the monster doesn't want the black box to go away. And then
that's when it was like a truly a delirious state because he pukes.
Yeah.
I'm guessing from the alcohol.
Sure.
And was like, oh, okay, time to lock in.
Yeah.
Then the SM-8 stuff happens.
Okay, then the SM-8 stuff happens. So he connects to the thing via Bluetooth. He gets the data. He's getting ready to leave. He is leaving. I think the Oblivion Gate stuff happened, I think, before he ever talks to Ava again.
Yep.
That's just this mess of the middle chunk of this movie.
Like a good hour, that middle chunk.
It's Markiplier by himself. And, good, like, we can be like, Markiplier, it would have been nicer if this was a different actor in this. He sold it, like, as much as that is Markiplier, and we go, oh, that's Markiplier.
Yes, very serviceable. He did it.
He did everything that he had to do as an actor, which is basically carry this movie by himself outside of...
No complaints there.
the Ava, Jacksepticeye, and then the third guy. And then I don't want to just jump to, and then the monster crushes the ship, but the black box gets out, because I know there's more stuff there, but it seems like there's this mess of just like, oh, this is a dream sequence. Oh, this is Markiplier at an Oblivion Gate. Oh, this is Markiplier talking to voices. Oh, this is Markiplier talking to Ava. Oh, the radio's broken. Oh, the radio's not broken. And I'm sure, like, while you are watching the movie, even though I hadn't seen it before, I can go, okay, I can feel out the vibe of what is going on. But even though we just saw this movie like an hour ago...
Yes, it's hard to, like, verbalize
Yeah.
what happened, but when you're in there, you can make sense of it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to explain because it is a lot of actions over words. Because honestly, you don't need the dialogue to understand what's happening. That's a strong part of the movie, in my opinion. Because sometimes the audio gets overshadowed, which is, I think it's good, purposeful. Because if you're underwater in a blood ocean, rattling around in a ship, I'm not going to be able to hear anything.
Yeah, and it makes you feel, you know, Markiplier is claustrophobic. Markiplier is a lonely. He's you know, hoping for any sort of human connection to anything, squid monster or otherwise, you know, psychic link to a screaming thing. Okay, the audio log plays, Markiplier's trying to leave, there's like a clock, there's a clock in the movie that's like, alright, Markiplier, you need to get back here, you need to go
30 minutes.
30 minutes, you gotta go do this Bluetooth thing, then you gotta leave and you gotta come back and then I'll save you, because that's really what you want as a character. And he does that, and all the while there's been like dripping water and dripping blood because, you know, this isn't the best built submarine in the world. And there starts to be a lot more blood, and there starts to be like pus inside the ship, and everything's getting like more and more tense, and like closing in on the end of the movie, the ship is filling up with blood. Markiplier knows he needs to like retrieve his own black box, from the submarine basement.
Yep.
And all the while, the blood ocean / the monster, because maybe that's the same entity, maybe the monster just lives in the blood ocean, I'm not sure. But the blood ocean has like venom powers and is like infecting the ship, and it is like crawling up Markiplier. And there is that kind of like crucifixion-y part where he is like, you know, stuck like this. And he's got to, like, get leverage with his foot and, like, tear his own hand off. That was all really cool.
Yeah.
And he's like, Markiplier, I gotta lock in, I'm Markiplier. I'm just gonna not worry about the fact that I'm bleeding out of my arm. Markiplier really locks in this great work. So he goes down to the ship basement, and he pulls out the black box.
Wraps it up all nice and pretty in a bag.
Yes, because he's got, from his lunchbox that he was playing with in that mess of the middle, he puts it in this life vest, and he wraps it up, and then
monster crushes the ship.
The monster crushes the ship, but Markiplier's like, "Fuck you, monster! I'm gonna crash into you with my Jacksepticeye harpoon gun." And then he does, and then the monster's like, "Rawr, I'm gonna bite your ship," and the ship explodes, and we do see this black box that has all this data. And the date is like, oh, we can make food out of the blood, but maybe we shouldn't. And did you get the feeling that the blood also generates and or carries oxygen?
Yes, it does, because I guess it truly is blood, because the blood, the oxygen meter did go up with the blood. So I'm like, okay, yeah, there is oxygen in this blood.
Okay, yeah, because there's this oxygen. This is one of the like the nice tactile features that you can see. And this is like the nice thing about like, oh, I'm playing with controls. Okay, I've got this throttle that makes me run into monsters. I've got this thing which lets me turn. I've got my coordinates so you can kind of see when I am moving. Okay, I am not very deep. Okay, I am very deep. Okay.
There was no touch screen things. It was all
no touch screens. It's all tactile,
mechanical.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very like 2003 technology. The big keyboards, the big rolling wheels, and then like your 1980s
That
like
computer.
alarm clock
Yeah.
numbers where it's like, oh, do this is an 8. Okay, do this is a 7. Okay, do this is a 1. Okay. So Markiplier says, "Fuck you, monster." He runs into it with his Jacksepticeye harpoon. The monster eats the ship. The ship blows up. The data thing floats to the surface. Hopefully this is everything that the Imperium or Alliance or Unity or Consolidation or Continuity or wherever the group is called, because there's all this like setup plot stuff that the movie doesn't really care about,
No,
but
not
it's like
really.
this is intense jargon that the characters care about,
Yep.
but you, the audience, just have to be like, yeah, there's a group,
Yeah, there's some
they do space things.
human restart group.
Yeah.
And that's as much as you really need to know about them, I guess, from this movie. Because I guess with the dialogue, it's like, we have to do this for the group, and Markiplier's like, yeah, I guess, if it means I'm free.
Yeah. But Markiplier ends up deciding to sacrifice himself
Yep.
for the group, for
Yep.
humanity, and he did it. He completed his
Success.
Markiplier. End of the movie. Yay. Sitting here and trying to like run through the plot, which thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you.
I would sound like an insane person trying to do this by myself. There's this mess of the middle that is inscrutable and impossible to talk about, I guess, unless you have the Wikipedia article up in front of you. But it's vibes based.
Yes, definitely vibes based, and it makes sense while you're in the movie.
Yeah.
Because you're really just in this ship the entire movie. You do not cut to anywhere else. You are in the Iron Lung itself.
Yeah, there's, I think, there's like 2.5 times we ever see anything outside of the ship. There is the ship being dropped down at the very beginning, where the voiceover's like the preamble, the silent rapture, the thousands of voices extinguished. No more stars. All the stars went away.
Who took my tree?
Filament Station. My tree is gone.
Oh my god.
Ocean
my
of
tree.
blood. There's no
Ocean.
food. And then you're in the ship the whole time, and there's that little bit when Markiplier's back on the surface,
in the hangar,
where you're in the hangar, but you're always like, you are either in the submarine looking out, and you're Markiplier, and even like when they're in the hangar, there's like constantly blood oozing, and Ava's like wiping it down. And I think maybe sometimes we're in the hangar looking onto Markiplier, but we're never like in the hangar looking directly at a screen, looking at Jacksepticeye welding, looking at whatever's going on. It's a claustrophobic movie, so there's the beginning when Markiplier's being dropped, there's the hangar sequence, and then there's the monster eating the ship. Outside of that, you are with Markiplier in the submarine the whole time, outside of those 2.5 instances, and that's pretty cool.
That's pretty dang good.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I liked this.
I say so. It's a great experience in the cinema to watch.
Yeah. I would say better than the Minecraft movie.
Oh yes, I would say definitely better than the Minecraft movie, but I definitely had more fun in the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Because yelling out chicken jockey and watching the popcorn fly is a good time. I don't think there is a single chicken jockey in Iron Lung.
No, there's no chicken jockeys, and there's not really a chicken jockey-esque line. So you've seen 5 movies. You've seen Oppenheimer, Sonic 3, the Minecraft movie, FNAF 2, and now Iron Lung.
Yes, in Iron Lung.
Would you do us a kindness of ranking those movies quickly?
Okay. I think... Alright, number 5. I'm gonna have to go with, probably... Five Nights at Freddy's.
The first one or the second one? Or just...
Do you know?
Same thing.
Same thing.
The 2 movies, actually basically just one movie.
They are just one movie.
So FNAF is down here.
FNAF here. Then we're gonna go, let's say... Sonic 3.
Ooh, okay.
Then we're gonna do Iron Lung.
Okay.
Then Minecraft.
Okay.
Then Oppenheimer.
Okay. So, I think in the Minecraft review that we did, we said that Minecraft was more fun than Oppenheimer. I remember Oppenheimer came
Yes.
up.
Minecraft is more. It was more fun than Oppenheimer, but
Yeah.
less fun than Sonic 3. Is that what we said?
I think so.
Yes.
So there's Oppenheimer. Is it like a rock paper scissors shoe thing where like Iron Lung is better than the Minecraft movie, but the Minecraft movie is more fun than Iron Lung, but Oppenheimer is better than Iron Lung. Would you say Iron Lung is more fun than Oppenheimer?
No, I would not say it's not as fun as Oppenheimer, because Oppenheimer, it's very funny watching all these scientists make a bomb, and they're like, "Oh God, we made a bomb!
No, we spent
Why did we
2
do
years
this?
making this bomb, and now that we made a bomb, no.
Oh no!"
Okay.
But being a blood ocean, that's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
An ocean
Pretty
full
funny,
of blood.
pretty funny
Yeah.
fluid to be in.
Right? I'm glad it's a blood ocean instead of other bodily fluid oceans.
Let's rank the worst bodily fluid ocean to be in.
All right. The piss ocean.
Piss ocean's probably
Not
easier
too
to
bad.
see through.
Yes,
Well,
because it's mostly water.
is there more water in pee or in blood?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, more in pee.
Okay.
Yep.
Probably would rather be in that pee ocean.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would be in the pee ocean. Not as thick.
Would you rather get a ocean of pee in your mouth or an ocean of blood in your mouth? Because I do think Markiplier's like splatted on the face at
Yeah,
one point.
with blood.
Would you rather that be pee or blood? It's an ocean.
I would go with blood.
It's a lot flashier. I think I'd
yeah.
rather go pee.
You know, both. Yes, yeah, I can see both ways being splashed in the face entirely with an ocean. But, I don't know, like, I feel like if I was going to get hit by a thick liquid, I guess blood would have to be the choice. Because pee, yeah, generally a thin liquid, you know?
Not nearly as viscous as blood.
No. And with blood, I could pretend it's tomato soup. And I love tomato soup.
Could you pretend that pee is lemonade?
I could pretend. But I think I like tomato soup more than lemonade.
Do you think the blood ocean is warm or cold? I kind of feel like it's cold.
I think it's definitely cold, because there are heat vents at the bottom. So, and if we're comparing it to like a regular ocean is cold, but the heat vents are very hot. So I think the cold ocean, the blood ocean is cold.
Okay, well, I feel like I've gotten out my iron lung thoughts. Is there anything you want to close us off with? Markiplier's iron lung.
A lot of people do complain about the audio of Iron Lung. I personally find it to be the best part because it's ocean of blood in a tin can. You're not going to understand anything. That is part of the vibe.
What? I don't know Iron Lung discourse. What are people upset about?
Not being able to understand the dialogue in most scenes.
Is it? Because I feel like it wasn't too hard. Like, the conversations between Markiplier and Ava, I felt like that was pretty straightforward. There's the kind of, like, ending-ish part where Markiplier's having psychic visions and maybe he's also talking to Ava at the same time. And that was pretty difficult to figure out.
But I think that is the point of it. Because, I mean, if I was in that situation where I'm like, well, I'm going to die here, and I'm having hallucinations, and some lady's telling me to get the black box, I don't know, man. It would be hard to hear in that situation. I think that is part of the vibe of Iron Lung.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got a very good vibe. It's a
Mhm.
very atmospheric movie.
Yes, the atmosphere is very important to the movie, and audio is the most important part in atmosphere.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I hope they make an iron kidney.
Me too. Iron Lung 2, Iron Kidney.
Iron kidney. Iron my shirt because I need to do laundry. That could be the threequel.
Okay, Iron... What's something iron that not... Iron Giant.
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant shows
Iron
up.
Giant. Yes, Iron Giant shows up. Oh. We talked about Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Is Iron Lung a sequel to Iron Man? They both start with iron, so I would assume so, right?
I think you could say that we're in a far, 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 far future from Iron Man, which is like 21st century, 2007 plus technology, and now we're in like 3000 XX, who
Yeah.
cares, Ocean of Blood. So, sure, I think you can say that Iron Lung is a sequel to Iron Man if
Okay,
you
I'm
throw in
glad.
like 1,000-something years.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad that has been established.
That's canon.
It is canon. An iron cannon.
Iron Lung 5, Iron Cannon.
Iron Lung 5.
Markiplier's got to go. He's bringing a submarine with guns.
Ooh,
with
yes.
Cannons.
Then that's how they take down the blood monster thingy.
Okay. I feel content. Do you feel content?
I do feel pretty content. Iron Lung was a great movie, and I'm glad we discussed it with this Chuck E. Cheese over there.
Yeah, there's a Chuck E. Cheese right there. I'm not going to turn the camera, but you guys just got to trust me. There's a Chuck E. Cheese over there. Okay. Chuck E. Cheese is over there. Go to Chuck E. Cheese, guys.
Go to Chuck Word Cheese.
Bye.